guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost of Coaching Cosplay, and today we're back again with you guys with Better Call Saul, episode 9 of season 3.
Yes, we're about to start season 4 really soon, and stuff is going crazy. Nacho has gone ahead and switched the pills for Hector. Let's just wait for him to get a heart attack. It was really stressful. He was shaking,
sweating,
we were stressed.
everything.
We were stressed, but he did it, and I'm really proud of him. Really intelligent, this guy. Love him. Mike is doing something with Gus. Like they've got an arrangement, but we still don't really know. Yeah, we still don't really know what it's gonna be about. But it's a way for Mike to maybe launder his money, because he needs to make sure that the money he has can go to his family if something happens.
Oh no, Papa's dead. What are we gonna do with this $1 million? Oh, we cannot do shit because that's bad money.
Well, I mean, yeah, if it's not money earned legally, it's the government that takes it, the police and stuff. So he needs to work with Gus. As far as Jimmy goes, he decided that being taken advantage of was not cutting it anymore. He needs the money, and doing his scams and all his scheming and stuff, that works. That gives him money. So he's chosen his way now, and he's gonna go 100%, 110%.
Yeah, and Kim is slowly going through a burnout, so...
Yeah, well, yeah, she's taking on too much, I think. I don't want to see her, trip and fall, but I have a feeling this is what's gonna happen. So let's jump in this episode. Sorry again, I'm still battling a cold, so I'm gonna drink a lot of water. I'm gonna try not to talk too much from the nose. But, yeah, we're gonna do this. Let's jump in episode 9. 9. Let's go.
Mrs. Landry, you're looking lovely as ever.
Jimmy McGill! What are you doing here?
Well, I was in the area and I thought, I wonder how my favorite former client is doing. And I have cookies.
Oh, you're so sweet. Come
What's
on
his
in.
deal?
I was afraid you wouldn't be here. Thought with that settlement money you might have moved somewhere swankier.
What do you mean?
The settlement. The Sandpiper case. That's got to be wrapped up by now,
What's
right?
That's still years away.
You haven't settled yet?
No, I don't know
What
the
is he
details
trying to
yet,
do?
But Erin says we should wait.
Erin doesn't really matter, does she? I mean, you're the class representative. That's a big deal. That means you and you alone decide.
I don't know about all that, Jimmy. I just leave it all to the professionals.
Yeah, sure. Lawyers know best, but... Carry the 2. 1,160,000. 1,160,000. Holy shit.
A lot of money. He wants some. Just don't mess up with the old ladies, please. At this point, I'm just gonna accept that he's gonna turn bad.
You start with old people just because you want them to be screwed first. Don't start to screw them.
Like in Breaking Bad, there was a chance for redemption, but with this guy, we know there's not gonna be any redemption, so I'm just gonna go for it. Just don't mess up with the good guys. There you go.
You're proposing to double our premiums on every one of our practicing attorneys.
We know this is abrupt. New issues have come to light.
New issues. You mean Mr. McGill's testimony at the bar?
That's a part of it, yes. In some special circumstances, we have been known to extend a rider.
What kind of rider?
A senior management level partner who would supervise Charles' work, attend court and client meetings with him.
What you're saying is that for any case Charles takes on, another partner would be tied up as well, and we don't bill a penny more?
This is ludicrous. You're hoping we'll either find another carrier or cut you an enormous check. Win-win for you. I assure you, neither is going to happen. What will happen is very simple. You're going to do right by us, or we will compel you to do so.
If you're threatening litigation, I'm afraid this meeting is over.
Then it's over.
Oh my god.
Thank you for your time.
No
Mr.
bullshit
Hammond,
either.
Howard's like, stop messing shit up. What he wants to say.
Chuck, do you remember Al McConnell?
Of course. Hell of a litigator. Retired now, isn't he?
He's a professor at UNM now.
Okay.
I was talking to him. And he mentioned he'd love you to come speak to his 1Ls. Maybe make it a regular thing, if you wanted.
Like, stop being a lawyer, become a professor.
You want me to retire over this? The insurance?
It's not just the insurance. That's the straw that broke the camel's back.
He's made a
So
lot of
this
mistakes.
is about my condition. Look!
Yeah, but there's a chance that you're gonna fall again.
See? I'm better. Howard, I'm fine.
This is not what fine looks like. Chuck, you are the best legal mind I've ever known, hands down. But your decision-making has become unpredictable. I can't be partners with someone whose judgment I don't trust.
Yeah. Especially since he makes decisions without consulting him.
True.
And he answers back to customers and stuff, and then just the insurance workers.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why he's pissed with the insurance, but
And he never listens to Howard.
no.
He told him, like, you should stay home when Jimmy and Kim went after him, and he didn't listen.
I'm a huge Mohawker. Been out of the game for a while. Developed this damn plantar fasciitis, where it's like a bear. Well, hey, I got the cure right here. Pow! These have special gel and resistance coils and a bunch of stuff. It's like walking on pillows.
Oh, they look comfortable.
I bought a pair for my girlfriend and they don't fit her. And the store has this, when you know it, no refunds policy. What size are you?
He knew exactly. We bought a lot. He bought a lot of shoes. Oh my fucking god.
How does that feel?
I really do not like that.
I see what you mean. They are so nice and they fit like a dream. But I can't take these for free, Jimmy.
There's one thing you could do for me.
What's that?
Don't tell the other folks I gave them to you. I don't want to look like I'm playing favorites.
My lips are sealed.
Then you go and enjoy those. I'm going to go get my heart rate back up.
Oh,
See you later.
Thank you so much, Jimmy.
He's working her little by little.
I hate it. It's like watching my own grandma be taken
Advantage
advantage
of.
of, yeah.
If Irene settles, you get some money. But I mean, it's not like you guys need it, right? On the other hand, I did get a look at their offer. I don't want to speak out of school, but it's, But, I mean, hey, everyone's
They're gonna
situation
convince
is
her to
different.
do it.
Maybe Irene just doesn't need the money. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but when you see someone buying nice new things,
Oh my
those
god.
shoes, like those shoes.
Oh my god. Okay, no,
I mean,
that I
those must
don't
cost a
like.
pretty penny. I mean, if she can afford those, she's walking on easy street. She probably knows what's best. I'm sure she's taking your feelings into account. Hey, look at the big picture. Who needs money when you got the moral high ground?
Okay, when it started, I was like,
Oh my god.
she's alone.
Rose! Ladies!
I feel really bad for her.
Ladies!
Oh my god. I feel really, really bad for her.
Julie, what's up?
From Chuck. It came via messenger. The instructions say he wants you to read it as soon as possible.
Somehow I don't think it's his retirement letter.
I don't think so. Oh, you can see it on his face.
God damn it, Chuck.
What he's doing.
You're suing Hamlin McGill.
Come on in, Howard.
Hey.
On what grounds?
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I believe I do. I'm calling your bluff. This is my firm. I built it. If you can't trust my judgment, as you say, so be it. But you're going to have to pay me for my share. I believe it comes to around $8 million. We both know the firm doesn't have the money.
You'd rather tear down HHM than retire.
Do you think I'm trouble now? As your partner? Imagine me as your enemy.
Holy shit!
Howard.
Oh no!
Good.
Edie is definitely Jimmy's brother.
The damage that you're going to do.
He's gonna mess up with bingo?
Make her win more, maybe? Maybe because she always buy the same cards.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you have your own superstitions?
This is gonna be the one, B. All right, get your cards. Hey, Irene, you feeling lucky today?
I guess so.
All right, well, here's one on me. Just for you.
Oh my
All
god.
right, I sold my soul.
I hate
for
this.
P-I-N-G-N-O.
She's alone on a table, maybe.
He doesn't care.
Load it up.
He's always done some shitty things, but at least he... It's like he cared before, like he had their best interest at heart, but now he's destroying her reputation and her friendships for his own fucking gain.
Anybody? I got a good feeling about this. Oh, 67.
I think bingo.
Who is that? Come on up. Kelly has to check your card.
No one's
Here she
cheering for
comes.
her. Oh, we're so down. Sorry. Oh, shit.
Could be. Give it up for the big winner, Irene Landry. Fastest bingo of the night. Come on, let's hear it for Irene. Irene. Don't do that. Sandra's gonna run all over. Irene, come on. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I need to.
They've all turned on me. And I don't even know why.
No, he's sitting right there. The reason why.
He doesn't like it, but he's gonna do it anyway.
Maybe I do. Could it be the settlement? I mean, maybe they want the money, to improve their lives. Maybe it's the idea that they don't think you're considering them, thinking of their needs.
I didn't know. Should I settle?
Irene, you listen to your heart.
And he's making it sound like it's her idea.
Yeah.
Given the cost of overhead, liabilities, and other burdens Mr. Gout assumes, we believe this offer is more than fair. We believe this offer is more than fair.
She seemed tired.
I would be surprised if she had an
no.
accident.
No.
Oh, fuck.
That was well executed though.
That's exactly how it happens.
Oh my gosh, Kim. Oh my gosh, Kim. Oh shit.
That was brutal too.
Is she in front of
A rock.
No, not a rock, but
She missed a turn. It could have been so much worse,
Oh, yeah,
honestly,
it could.
though. Kim, holy shit.
Oh my gosh. Way to go at 3 minutes from the end.
Cliffhanger.
Damn.
I hate that this is happening to her, but at the same time, maybe this is gonna force her to take a breather.
Gosh, the way that she was just so fun and
But that's
accident.
exactly how it happens.
I love how they did it.
Yeah. I mean, one day I was really young. We were camping somewhere, and I was reading a book, and something similar to that happened to me. Like, I just blinked. I swear, I just blinked, and suddenly, like, my book was on the floor. Mom was like coming into the tent and stuff with our brother, and I was like so surprised. It happens so fast. Sometimes you don't realize it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking dangerous. I did not expect a car accident, but I expected something. Like, she was exhausted. She's not sleeping. She's taking on too much. Oh my god. Maybe this is gonna help her, slow down.
I remember a few years back when we were doing one of our CMV, and we were shooting every single day or almost, and I had to drive from Montreal to a whole town when we were younger, and sometimes I was doing night shifts. So after 8 hours during the night, no sleep at all, I had to drive from Montreal from 1.5 hours driving. And the times when I was almost falling asleep, it was scary. I'm not proud of it.
You actually did fall asleep at the red light once.
That's not the same story, though. That's the story.
It's so, it's so dangerous. And, people don't expect that to happen as much as, when you drink and drive, and when you smoke and drive and stuff like that. If you have an accident, or text and drive, if you have an accident, you're like, oh, well, it's not going to happen to me, but it happens to people. But this is something that is just as dangerous, and honestly, it can happen to anyone, even if we don't think we're tired.
I'm going to open my window, rock my music on.
And even when you sleep, even when you think you had enough sleep, like, you spoke of the time we used to record stuff and make videos and shoot every single day of the week. One day, we had 2 days straight, I did not sleep at all. And then after that, these 2 days straight of filming, I went to sleep. I slept the whole, the whole night, the whole 8 hours, even more than that, 9 or 10 hours. I almost fell asleep at the wheel, even after sleeping, the entire night. You never know what can happen.
I can't say that it's true 100%, but something that you never recover from the lack of sleep.
Yeah, but I'd be dead in that case, but, with Kim, what's sad is that she works so hard to get everything, and the reason why she's taking on these cases is not even a selfish reason. She's taking on these cases, yes, she wants to prove herself, but it's also because right now she's seeing that Jimmy's struggling, and she wants to be able to help, she wants to be able to provide for the both of them, and she wants him to stop doing his schemes, maybe, like we discussed this last episode a little bit. Maybe she thinks that if she can provide, he's going to stop cheating and lying. Because deep down, she knows what's going on. She maybe not know the details, but she knows what he's doing really deep down. So it's really sad to see her, literally hit a rock because of something that is not even her fault. It's not like she's doing it out of selfishness like Jimmy is doing, I hate this. God. At least she's going to be okay.
Cried.
I know. That's why I laughed. It's not funny, but I was not expecting you to literally cry for this.
Sorry, I just kept thinking about our own grandmas.
I know.
And think that someone could maybe take advantage of them like that. It's just breaking my heart. And she's so sweet.
And what's even worse is that Jimmy started working with the elderly to avoid that. Yep. Because people were taking advantage of them, and he wanted to defend them. He wanted to help them out. Yes, he did, go against the law here and there to help them out, but his motives were always good. And, he was working with these people, and he was really trying to know them. He still knows all their names, and he's trying to really help them make the right choices. And at the beginning of the episode, when he was explaining, what the whole thing was about, yes, it's true that right now, they don't get any money if they don't settle.
Yeah.
The more they wait, the more the lawyers are going to get money, but they also might get a lot more money. But he needs the money now. Yeah. So that's why he pressured her into signing, agreeing to the settlement. And if his own motives were not, in there, if he had nothing to do with that case, if he did not get any percentage, I could understand, if the woman really needs money right now and she's living like shit and she really needs the help, okay, settle for something now because you need it at the moment. But in this case, she could afford to wait. None of them are living.
None of them need it right now.
Exactly. They could afford to wait. Exactly. And to have to destroy, it's one thing to try to persuade someone to settle for less money than what she could really have, because she doesn't need it right now. It's really about him. It's about him getting his bonus. But to make it sound with Howard, to make it sound like it's out of sheer goodness, I'm like, Howard can read in between the lines with him, but they cannot. The customers, the clients cannot. They see him as this nice guy that's here to help. Ugh.
There's trust in him.
I
You have
know.
faith in him. He's
He
the
destroyed
good guy.
that. He became exactly the person that he was trying to fight when he was helping them before, and I hate that. And I hate that it wasn't just about convincing her to settle. It was about destroying her reputation, destroying her friendships with the others, and just making her sound like a horrible person, and then, you know, making it sound like it's her own idea because she needs to appease her friends. Yeah, I hated that. I hated to see her, you know, be more and more alone, and, you know, her smile just disappeared. And when she won the bingo and no one cheered, I'm like, oh my god.
Like,
Oh.
yeah, she won.
Because, I mean, you know, with Jimmy, we know he's a criminal, you know, we know he abuses the law. In Breaking Bad, he does it a lot, and here, we know that he's agreed to do it full time now. Like, it's his only way, it's his only way to get money, because nothing else works. And, I don't approve, but like I said at the beginning of the episode, like, I know he's gonna turn bad, so, and he's
You're
like...
just accepting the fact that he's gonna be bad, that's all.
Yeah, just like Walter, like, we cannot appreciate Breaking Bad if we hate Walter White, you know? We don't like what he does, but...
We hate what he's doing, but we don't hate him.
So, I don't hate Jimmy, usually, but in this case, that was too far. That was so sad, because usually, like, I don't think I remember him, you know, taking advantage of an innocent person like that before.
In Breaking Bad? No, only he was... Sorry, I can't speak! Okay, in Breaking Bad, he was working with criminals.
Yeah.
And he was screening the police officers and the law.
So it was more funny than anything.
Yes. And Better Call Saul...
So far, he hasn't done anything that bad.
No.
But this time, like, it's not even about,
this
you know,
time
going
I'm
after...
my finger now.
It's not even about going after a lawyer, because, you know, nothing is white or gray or black in this world. Like, yes, of course, the lawyers want more money. They are working in their client's best interest, but if they can get more for themselves, they're gonna do it. Like, not... It'd be lying
Let's
to
not
say...
kid ourselves, guys.
Like, it'd be lying to say that every lawyer in the world is completely selfless, because everyone has their own, you know, life and stuff to pay for.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, in this case, if he goes after a lawyer, sometimes I can explain it, sometimes I can justify it in my head a little bit, but this time, like, she was so innocent and she did not deserve that. She was a complete she was a victim from point A to point B, and I hated that. I hated what he did. Like, this time, Jimmy, you went too far. Even with Chuck, like, we can sort of explain it from his background. Like, oh, I mean, he treated him like shit for a while, and so we can sort of see why Jimmy hates him so much and why he's destroying him. But this time, I cannot explain anything, and I hated that. It hurt so much.
Another thing that is breaking my heart too, Ignacio and his father.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I can understand the anger, the disappointment, and the sadness that his father is feeling, learning that his son is working with the Salamanca family again.
Yeah.
But
it's like he forgave him the first time, but now he's going back there, and
he was out and he went back.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I don't want him to die. Like, it's gonna crush Nacho so much if it happens, but even if he survives, I think his relationship with his dad is gonna be fragile, if non-existent, for a while, and it's really sad. Although, like I said last episode, he's the one that made the choice to work with Hector in the first place, so you gotta live with the consequences of that. It's one thing to fight for your life, it's one thing to protect your loved ones. Like, I can get behind that, but...
Do you have an idea why he went back, though?
I don't know. We don't really know much about his backstory. Just like Lydia and Gus, like, he did something, for sure. If she talks about him with so much, regard, a lot of respect. He probably helped her out, or he proved himself to her. Like, she's also a businesswoman, so maybe he proved himself to her. He is a businessman. He's really good at his job, and he's not just a drug dealer, if you think about it. That's why he was so successful for so long. But, yeah. Anyway. And what about Chuck and Howard, too? Like, that shit.
Chuck is going to war.
Chuck is really selfish, if you think about it. A lot of
Yeah,
his
he is.
decisions are based on what he wants and what he wants to be seen as. If his self-image is, broken, if people see him as weak or sick, and they bring that up and they say, oh, because of that, I'm gonna, put some obstacles on your path and I'm gonna have to tell you to back down.
Yeah.
He's not gonna like that. He's like, no, I'm not sick. I'm gonna prove to you that I'm not sick, and he's gonna push himself for sure.
So basically, you're saying that for Chuck, it's me, myself, and I, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to make you my little bitch. That's right?
Well, calm down. But I'm just saying that I
Something
feel
like that, I guess.
Even with Jimmy, like, it was never about helping Jimmy out, it was never about having him be happy and stuff. It was about keeping him around to take care of him. It was about, having him in a good place so he doesn't have to, break him out of jail, but not be in a position to overshadow his own work, It's always about Chuck, and I don't even think he's doing it consciously. It's just who he is, because his whole life, his parents, and then, even his wife, they were all about Jimmy. They were all about other people, never about him.
You want to think about him.
Yeah, he's
Make
the one.
way for King Chuck.
In his mind, I feel like he's the one that always does the work. Like, he believes he's always the one doing the work, and he never gets anything for it. And now he's being asked to resign for something that, he was talking to his doctor and saying, no, I'm getting better, and I see myself going back to work. And then right after that, Howard is like,
go
dude,
back home, Chuck. You're not well.
But he's going after his own company, so...
How can I say that? I'm not stressed, but fidgeting a bit. Because we can see that Chuck is slowly getting better, but he's so rushing it.
Yeah. He is getting better,
it's
but...
gonna do more harm than good at the end of it.
That's the thing. He is setting himself up to fall hard. Because, yes, he's getting better, but if he rushes it, he's not going to keep getting better. He's going to get worse. Yeah. Eventually, it's going to break him. And if he also wants to go after HHM, he's going to, have to go out a lot. Especially if he wants to represent himself, because that's sort of what he wants to do. Go back in court. So... he feels like everyone is turning his back, on him, and he wants to prove them wrong. But I think he's doing it the wrong way. So we'll have to keep our eye on that.
Everybody knows that the right way is Chuck's way. So
Chuck believes it. For sure.
Chuck believes it.
He believes his way of seeing everything is the right way. His version of the law is the right version. His way of.
I am the law. Do as I say. Make way for King Chuck.
Well, we saw that persona when he made the mistake with Mesa Verde. Yeah.
Mesa Verde, yeah.
And when they told him that, no, you made a mistake, and he was convinced he did not make a mistake. It's true, he did not make a mistake, but the idea that he could have made a mistake didn't even cross his mind, because he's so convinced that he's perfect.
Yeah.
It's not a good character trait, buddy.
But I think that in his job, Chuck is a perfectionist.
Yes, for sure. But that's.
So if you are a perfectionist, everything's supposed to be perfect from A to B to C to Z.
But that can be both a good thing and a really bad thing. And right now, it's gonna be a bad thing.
Yeah. Now I'll just focus more on Kim and watch the finale of season 3 because I'm worried sick for her.
Finale. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon, the finale of season 3. So check it out. The link is in the description.
Yep. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now, and if not, wait for the next one to be out on YouTube.
Yes.
So see you then, guys.
Bye.